Time to crank things up.
Well, let's get the party started. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Young's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
Well, that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Still going inside the 20.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple 1st downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here's Toney to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
It's Young off play action. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Young off the play fake. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On play action, Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Young to throw on 4th.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Again, it's Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Now Young going to move him around.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Young to throw it.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
To the air once more, Young. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw on second down is Young. Flush to his right. And he goes out right around the 39. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around. That one into the hands of Flowers.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. (14-0) the score. This is the NFL. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Young. Buying time to his left.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game.
Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
And some space here. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. First and 10, Young. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Here's Young from the shotgun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Here's Franco Harris.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Franco Harris, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. And when they called that play, I'm not sure they expected it to go all the way to the end zone. Nice little reward, though.
Without a doubt, and sometimes I think the offensive line gets a little bit more inspiration when they know that guy's going to get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. They want to reward him for all that good blocking he does as well.
Boy, they're down only one score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Young will set to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll boost their lead to 9. It's 17-8. So just enough juice to get the 3, and I think that wind at the back helped a little bit there.
Certainly did, and to me that tells me that that head coach knows his kicker and realized the wind was at his back. That was probably the outer limits of what he could make, and he knew the wind might be able to aid him and get that ball over the crossbar, and it did.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A first down throw for Young. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Second down, Young. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Young. It's brought in by Harris. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. 20! And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens have cut it back within a score.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And this is secured by the Patriots. First down, Young. He's going to wind up and air it out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Patriots.
Ramondre Stevenson.
49 yards.
And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Young here, you can see changing the play.
Young now on first down, being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Young working out of the gun, sliding out of the pocket. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Young on first down.
He'll get this underneath to Stevenson.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Stevenson is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Boswell for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
1 second, all that remains.
Final play of the half, Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this is secured by the Patriots.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They go play action. Young.
Catch is made by Metcalf. 23 yards the pickup there.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On second down, it's Stevenson.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Ramondre Stevenson.
An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Patriots are able to add on to that lead.
Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Young, he's going to change it up.
To throw is Young. Throwing on first down.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Kadarius Toney.
49 yards.
And the Pats are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Toney to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a first down throw for Young, escaping the pressure right.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by...
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Young wasting no time, right to the air. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. Room to maneuver at the 35.
And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Following the interception, Young. And his pass incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's caught by OBJ. Touchdown, Jaguars! Odell Beckham, 29 yards.
And the Jaguars are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it as they head out on the field for this drive. The whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Young. And so room to maneuver. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. It's Young on first down. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson from 19 yards away. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. Well, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Well, they just scored. They got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Flush to his right.
They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. He's got room at the 30.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Young now. He gets it complete to Harris. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Franco Harris. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead.
It's hard to find teams that carry a fullback on their roster nowadays in the modern NFL. But Franco Harris, truly one of the greats to ever play that position. Found the end zone 91 times in his career. And I know he was listed as a fullback, but he carried it like a tailback.
The Young's going to throw for this.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. Two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set, ready. On the ball.
It's Young off play action. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Off the play fake, Young. Complete to Likely. A little joke. That would a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining. Young looks to throw on first down. Out to his left. And he's got it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Dearness Johnson punching it in from a yard away. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And Young's throw there incomplete. Big Franco Harris, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Young to throw it. Forced out to his left. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
Young on third down. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
move.
They'll throw again. Young. Eluding the pressure right. It's brought in by Harris. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Ready,
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 6.
Smooth striker. 10 cycle.
Throwing. Young.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line.
Now Young going to move him around. Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. It'll be Young again. He finds his man complete. That's Harris. And out of bounds right around the 20. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Here's Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
So from the 17, here's second and 7.
Young. Flushed out right. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Young to throw it. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown.
Kadarius Toney
From 17 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up.
On the set.
A first down carry here for Johnson.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. They go play action. Young. He's got his man. It's Andrews. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The play fake. Now Young. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Trayvon Walker
Charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that.
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
That throw by Young incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Young.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Crossing route, he finds Likely. It's a gain of 35. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. On play action, Young.
He'll check this down to Johnson.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Dearness Johnson. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer.
Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Following the interception, Young rolling to his right.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they just get the playoff. Now Young. His throw incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Looking to throw, Young. And that will be incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Young.
On target to his man, likely.
And they're going to speed things up here. It's Young off play action. Dancing to his left. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
Young now.
Complete to Likely on the out route.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down.
They run. It's Johnson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
Johnson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Young. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
And Young's going to throw for this.
Rolling to his left. And that is caught for the 2 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Number ready? 6, Madden. Striker, 3.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Set. 43 rail. Black shot. Ready.
Here is Young.
Right side, there's Likely with it.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Off the play fake, Young. Complete to Likely. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. A give up the middle to Johnson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Ready.
2nd and 5 from the 8. They go to Johnson again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D'Ernest Johnson. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars will add to their fourth quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Here we go.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A give right side for Gibbs.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ready up. 10 cycles. Hut, hut.
Now a first down throw for Young, escaping the pressure right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Come on.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
White, blue, yellow, green, jack.
To throw, Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll bring Tony in motion left.
Red, cycle.
To throw on second down is Young. A short throw to Ingram. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this one is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now here's Young. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Black, red. Go pink. Edo blue.
Young on 1st down. It's brought in by Harris. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Hey, green, black, ultra.
Young. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Zay Flowers, 34 yards. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
Ready?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
And a touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That throw by Young incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 2nd down.
Black down. Black blue. Blue striker.
Throwing, Young. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Let's go now.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Johnson running right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any... And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Dearness Johnson taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Watch out now. 60 series. Mike, white. Go red. Series, yellow. Ready?
Now Young.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And Young's throw there incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all
game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Fourth down, Young. He completes it to Beckham.
He will have the conversion and more than that.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens.
Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That went into the hands of Tony downfield.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A gain of 32 that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Kadarius Toney
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
It's caught at the 1. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Young to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire.